Lately, it seems like every day we hear new updates on the economic crisis and the state of the world's economy. You know, the Dow Jones Industrial swinging over, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the banking crisis, the credit crisis, the economic stimulus packages that are being laid out. You know, it goes on and on. You know, it's supposedly this big crisis in our country. You know, to be honest with you, I think it goes way beyond an economic crisis. I think it goes to a values crisis. How in the world did we ever become a country that is so selfish and greedy that is all we want is for us? You know, how do we become a country that actually began to believe in the idea that we are somehow entitled to a certain kind of lifestyle, and that all of us should just be able to drive certain cars and have giant houses and spend all kinds of money and carry all kinds of debt? I mean, where did that ever come from? It seems like we have a big values crisis, not an economic crisis. It seems like we need to really start to look in the mirror. And it's easy to blame all the CEOs of these big banking companies and these investing companies. It's easy to kind of make them the scapegoats. And, you know, they've done things wrong, don't get me wrong, but here's the thing. Are we willing to look in the mirror at ourselves, at our own lifestyles? You know, when did it ever become kind of the thing that we all have to have the biggest house in the block or the nicest new car? We're just willing to overspend so we can have this great lifestyle. Maybe it's time that we actually got down and repented of our own just, I don't know, selfishness and greed. Maybe it's time for us to really look at this and say, is it time for a change of heart? Is it possible that new life in Christ can actually solve the economic crisis in our country?